Sanath Jayasuriya joining us in the studio. Sanath, what a feeling for you? Are you happy or are you sad?
I'm not sad. It was a good match. We were expecting a good final, and it was a good final. We bat and we got 275, and India batted well with under pressure. India came right throughout the tournament, quarter-final, semi-final, final. They played better cricket, good cricket. Whoever who played good cricket, they won the match. They fielded well from the start. They batted well. They gave a little runs last 5 overs. And I think even when Sachin got out, there were worries. But I think the people would have in the ground would have think, okay, right, this is the Gambhir's time. He's
and the one batsman who had not yet got a half century right through the tournament comes to the party. He was the one who's not performed out of that 7 long batsmen. Mahendra Singh Dhoni scores a 91, no doubt.
I think I should ask that question from you, Anand. Anand, you're going after him all the time.
But I was also the person. I was also the person before today. In the morning, I said Dhoni will come to the party along with Atul Vasan.
You'd have told, but you all would have put a lot of pressure to him. Even the batting lineup is doing so well that one man, poor man, is put a lot of pressure right through from this World Cup. But the big occasion, he himself came up on the number 5. He would have hiding inside the dressing room.
But I'll tell you,
inside the dressing room, he said, "Oh, somebody else."
I'll give you one credit.
He didn't do that.
Yes,
that's
true.
He came up. He stood up from himself. He thought, if this is the last game, I came myself, and he came and he did for the country. And even he's got 50. So he's not care. He wanted to win the match.
Yes, he wanted to win the match. Another thing is,
but for me, what I have seen for last 45 days, that's too much pressure for him. Never put that pressure, even though the team was doing well. Don't put that much pressure.
But the thing is, all right, accepted, point taken. Another credit, 1996 man of the tournament, left-hander Sanath Jayasuriya. 2007 highest scorer in the final, left-hander Gautam Gambhir. 2011 Cricket World Cup final, India highest scorer, left-hander Gautam Gambhir. What is it?
There's a magical coincidence, man. You're too much of a statistics, man. But he's the brave heart. Comet the hour, comet the man. I think the way he finished it, there was a statement in itself. He could have just patted it for a 4. No, he wanted to go for the big one. So I think, what can you say? I mean, this is like a dream come true for everybody.
Wicket was not an easy wicket. I'm telling you the truth. It was turning a lot. Our spinners didn't bowl well. That was a spinning wicket. That was not an easy target. 275 is a winning total. We didn't bowl well, not bowling well. They batted well.
But I must apologize.
They got every time. They never our bowlers to settle in. Every time Gambhir took a 1 risk and he put it into 4.
But I must apologize to Sanath Jayasuriya. I said we'll win by 3 overs to spare. It was only 1.5 overs to spare.
That's all right. As long as whoever who played well, Atul, I'm very happy.
Yes.
Good team always.
Boria, if you're listening to this conversation, Sanath Jayasuriya giving the credit where it is due, isn't it? And the fact is, I know you're grinning like a Cheshire cat. What is your ode to Sachin Tendulkar at this point? He missed out on a big knock on the final, but then he will certainly cherish getting his hands on that one-day cricket trophy, isn't it?
How do you care whether he missed out on the final or whether it's 100 or not? Just don't bother. Sachin Tendulkar plays for India. India has won. He got 673 in 2003. Do you think it mattered to him when India lost to Australia? He got 523 in 1996. Do you think when Sanath won that trophy in 96, it mattered to Sachin? Don't even bother about that 100th 100. Sanath is giving the credit because he's a champion. Hats off to him because he knows he's been there, done that. He's a champion. That's why he's doing what he's doing. That's tremendous modesty and humility. It's a privilege to be able to do a show with him, but the fact of the matter is, today India just outsmarted Sri Lanka. Sachin Tendulkar does not need that 100. What he needs is what he got. That's why I keep saying he's destiny's child. He's shaped our nationalist imagination. He's given us incredible joy. The kind of joy he's given us over the last 21 years. The kind of pressure he's absorbed.
True.
For Sachin Tendulkar, when he steps out to bat, billion plus comes to a standstill.
But we also have to give the credit where it is due, Arun. The fact that is the Indian batsmen came out with the belief that even if Sachin and Sehwag don't do it, we are 31 for 2. It's all right. We can do it because they came out with a plan, especially against Malinga and Murli.
Fantastic. Really, really well thought out innings. They didn't panic. It was not as though they threw their wickets away. Sri Lanka were on top, mind you, 2 wickets down. Everybody felt that it's now going to be an uphill task. But hats off to Gautam Gambhir. He really is, pivotal at that stage at number 3. I can't think of another better number 3 than him. He's got 3 or 4 50s, but he's gone unnoticed. And today, he really held it together. When you needed a partnership, and he and Virat put it together.
Yeah, absolutely. And Virat showed great maturity, isn't it? At 30, from 31 for 2 till about 121 for 3, that's when Virat left. That huge partnership was crucial for India.
We've been discussing it. There was like a debate whether we should go for Yusuf Pathan in this game, and Virat was not looking up to the mark, and Arun and we were saying, and I was saying, no, we should go with Virat. But at one point I thought maybe now 275, Yusuf Pathan could have been better bet. But these guys, we always said that these two guys play spin very well. Gautam Gambhir, is probably the best player of the spin in this world, and Virat is getting there. So I think that was the partnership that actually put us back on the track. We were off the track. We had gone. We've done and dusted, because this was not an easy wicket. I know that 275, everybody just gave up. But I said 55-45 for India.
Yeah, absolutely, you did. And then Boria, another thing is, as we see celebrations across New Delhi, Mumbai, Guwahati, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, people are dancing. There's fireworks everywhere. I'm sure there'll be mayhem right behind you also, Boria. But the fact is that India came out with a plan against the Lankan bowlers, and all the players, all the batsmen were putting a prize on their wicket. They were showing absolute, they were heartbroken when they got out. Even Gambhir at 97, that rush of blood, he was the first one to admonish himself for that, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and when that run-out appeal against Mahendra Singh Dhoni, did you see the way he admonished Yuvraj when that misunderstanding happened? His eyes said it all. Don't do it. This is your stage. Make the stage count, because you will not have another chance. This is the stage where you cannot just tell, 10 years down the line, look, I had it, but I missed it. India just did not want to take that chance anymore. This was their stage. They made it count. Gautam Gambhir, the way he sort of hit his bat on the helmet when he walked out. 3 runs, yes, it will matter to him that missing out that 100, but now everything is past, Anand. India has had its hands on that coveted World Cup trophy after 28 years. At home, on home soil, all the records have been rewritten. 1 billion plus has a new lifeline, a new song to sing. Cricket is the nation's de facto religion. It will be the nation's only secular religion. It is the opium of the masses. It is, 11 gods and 1 billion Indians I keep talking about. It is truly, well and truly 11 gods and 1 billion Indians.
Now, Boria, now because you are the Christorian amongst us, you are the academic amongst us, you are the one who's followed cricket and you know everything by rote, if I can say that. 1983 spawned a new, belief in cricket, new interest in cricket. It helped propel cricket to becoming what it is today. What now? What happens henceforth?
Over the next 10 years, firstly, there will be no contest in India. What is the nation's singular sport? It has to be cricket. Second, cricket commerce will reach a new high. Brand IPL will receive a boost. Cricketers will become legends. They're already immortalized now in the echelons of Indian sport for all times to come. This is a picture postcard moment that India will always remember. Also, India has already become the nerve center of world cricket. We will now consolidate that. World cricket's finances is already rooted in India. The dependence of the ICC on India will now become 10 times manifold. Sanat and everybody else for that matter, all other legends, will want to come to the Indian cricket industry to make their moolah. That is what will happen. For once, it is atypical globalization, Anand. The West will look to the East. We are the nerve center of this world game, and that is fantastic for us.
And not just that, you're going to have 2 more T20 World Championships in the subcontinent very, very soon, isn't it? Bangladesh and Sri Lanka.
Three, 2012 Bangladesh, 14 Sri Lanka, 16 at home in India.
Yes.
So 3 championships over the next 5 years. This Indian side is poised for more. But more than that, I want to now, Atul called me greedy the other day. I'm super greedy. Now want Sachin to score that 100 at Lords, his second unfulfilled wish. We win against England and then go to Australia and fulfill that final dream. Get the final frontier conquered, beat Australia in Australia.
Well, there you go. So plenty of cricket lined up. Sanat, what are you thinking as you see the celebrations? It would have been wilder in Colombo, no? Had Sri Lanka
there was a caller in the mid-inning saying that getting a public holiday in Sri Lanka, but I think he has to change his mind and he should get a public holiday, ask for public holiday in India.
Thankfully, it's Sunday tomorroal.
No, good Monday. Get a Monday on a public holiday. I'm very happy for India because, the way, the professional, the way of they play, they never panic. That's the key. Because Kohli, we were talking about how he was not in with the runs, but he handled the pressure really well, and he worked the ball, and he got the odd boundary every time the pressure was mounting, and they're showing on a like maturity, because all the crowd, 35,000 people were just not shouting a one word. Those two, how many things they would have going through their mind.
Correct.
Because they all were thinking, everybody would have thinking that Sri Lanka is going to win that game. But they changed on their own, but not because the luck. They change their own luck. They make it on their way.
It was from their own will, from their own work.
They work hard for
But
that.
you see, this is a difference in the Indian team over the last 3-4 years compared to when you were actively, marauding the Indian attack. Compared to those situations to now, do you think there's been a change in their attitude, mental
I
attitude?
think Arun would have been seeing them for a long time, for the last 2 years, and Atul, I have seen. But I think that they are a professional unit, and also they are a good batting unit. And overall, they can, if they want, somebody can, get the singles and ticking over and the scoreboard, or else if somebody wants to go after the bowling, get a boundary or 6, anytime they can do that. Anytime, any batsman of the 7 batsmen, anytime they can get a boundary, anytime.